Fight Wars, your boy Boxing Fanatic. I'm back with another one. Got some breaking news. Frank Martin versus Romero on the Romero Spence Fundora fight card that's taking place next year, 2025. Y'all stick around. This is something that we're gonna be talking about.
It's showtime!
So everybody know Romero Spence, he promotes Frank Martin, right? So it's looking like Frank Martin will be facing Rolly. Now, my first thing that came to my mind was it could be a good fight. It can go several ways. Frank Martin just coming off a knockout by Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank knocked him out. Frank Martin put up a good fight till he ran out of ammo. You know, he ain't had no more gas, basically. And he was a defeated fighter. And we seen Tank just pull on the pressure, the mental pressure, and that broke down Frank Martin. And we just seen Rolly come off a loss as well to Isaac Pitbull Cruz at 140.
1-2
pounds. Isaac ended up defeating Rolly Romero. And we seen Isaac Pitbull Cruz take a loss to no other than Ryu Venezuela. And it's looking like Rolly and Frank Martin will be fighting on the Romero Spence fight card, the undercard that's taking place. I always been a Romero Spence advocate. I was even going for Romero Spence in the Terrence Crawford fight, but this fight against Sebastian Fundora, I don't like that fight for Romero Spence for several reasons. I mean, he got a disadvantage. I think Sebastian Fundora, he got more of an advantage at that weight class because his height, his reach, and he got longer arms. And I don't think Romero Spence is going to be able to get in and do what he normally do to most of the fighters that he used to fighting at a lower weight class, like 147. Now, in this fight against Sebastian Fundora, I just feel as though Romero Spence, he's not going to win this fight, in my honest opinion. I'm not taking him again, even though I love Romero Spence. I'm not turning my back against Romero Spence. It's just that I'm not taking him in this fight against Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora is a cheat code. You know, he got a built-in selfie stick. He got a pool stick as, you know, his long arms and his jab. I just don't see Romero Spence getting past the jab. And Romero Spence gonna end up losing his mouthpiece so many times in this fight against Sebastian Fundora. I don't think he'll be able to keep his mouthpiece in. That's just my honest opinion. But as far as Frank Martin and Rolly goes, I think if Frank Martin come out and outbox Rolly, he probably could win. Now, if Rolly stand there and try to get Frank Martin to trade with him, he probably can slip up and catch Frank Martin with a sneaky shot. But Rolly can't outbox Frank Martin. That's not going to work. So if Rolly could try to establish the jab like how he was doing against Tank, because he was winning, you know, several rounds, I think, in my honest opinion, until, you know, he kept doing the same thing repetitive. He kept doing the same thing over and over again, and Tank was calculating his moves and what he was doing. And we seen Rolly get too comfortable, and he went to digging for stuff in the cookie jar and got caught trying to sneak one of the cookies out, and boom, we seen Rolly go down, and he was all discombobulated. And the same thing with Frank Martin. We seen Frank Martin do the same thing over and over again to Tank, and what Tank do? He baited him in. Frank Martin, Tank set him up, and Frank Martin got too comfortable and slowed down. He took his foot up off the gas pedal, and Tank was applying the mental pressure and got Frank Martin on the ropes. And we seen, Tank set him up, and boom, caught him with a double uppercut. Caught him with a double uppercut, had Frank Martin stand still, and then he caught him with that overhand left, and down go Frank Martin. It's hard to come back from a knockout, in that devastating fashion that Tank put Frank Martin out. But with Rolly, that boy was still walking out of the ring. He ain't even know where he was. So it's going to be an interesting fight between the both of the guys, Rolly and Frank Martin, come fight night. Let's just hope that this fight can manifest itself. So y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. One love, one life. I'm out. Peace.